Mentioned China. We know that China has been shielding Pakistan for a very long time. It impacts not just their neighbors, but also America's interests. How serious a threat do they pose in your view?
Look, Pakistan's been an ally in the war on terror. Sometimes we've had good days and sometimes we haven't had good days. You know, when I was in the White House and before, when I was at Breitbart, when I was in the White House and then after, one of my things is to be able to hold Pakistan accountable, right? To hold them accountable for, are they really supporting us in Afghanistan? You know, Afghanistan has been an absolute debacle for the United States of America. We've spent $2 trillion. I think we've lost 2,500 combat casualties, another 25,000 wounded. And we're still there today. I adamantly fought. I thought we should draw down in Afghanistan, leave a conciliatory force and a special force, but really draw down and not spend $65 billion, which we just spent. So the situation over there is very, it's very day to day, and it's a very big concern of, I know, the people that back President Trump. Afghanistan. We look at, India as a natural ally, and we understand there's tension between Pakistan and India. We understand there's tension between China and India. I mean, what struck me so much in this campaign of Modi is how much really Modi as a war leader came up, vis-a-vis China, vis-a-vis Pakistan, vis-a-vis ISIS in places like Sri Lanka. So, look, we're going through a very dangerous time in world history. I have called this the Dark Valley, like the 1930s. The way that we're going to come through this without a conflict, without a general conflict or a regional conflict, I think is pretty straightforward. That reasonable men and women have to come together in leadership positions. And when I look at on our side of the football, and I see Abe in Japan, Modi in India, Trump in the United States, I like what I see in people like Nigel Farage coming up in the UK, Matteo Salvini in Italy, Bolsonaro in Brazil. I like the leaders. I like the cut of the jib of the leaders. And I think people that the three most important, Abe in Japan, Modi in India, and Trump in the United States, are the type of men that can really put together, I think, a very impressive coalition.
Sudhir, if I may add, is the first president of the United States that said, just like Steve said, that United States is going to hold Pakistan accountable. And he did. In many ways. Many different ways. His tweets and his declaration of certain people as terrorists and all that. So he was the first president. Other presidents sort of hesitate, but not this president.